Hey guys, it's Jack Freeman here from Freeman Motorsports, and I just wanted to welcome you guys to this video, and I appreciate you clicking on this video. So I appreciate if you drop a like and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And hey, remember, the winner gets an extra 5 entries in the Diecast giveaway I'm about to have when we hit 1,800 subs. And if we've already hit 1,800 subs, don't cry, because we will still be having one when I hit 2,000 subs, which at this rate, we'd hit it by like Sunday. So stick around and hit that subscribe button. Also, my signups for the next downhill racing race will be later today, so stay tuned and turn on notifications as well. See you guys. Hope you enjoy. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I welcome you to the inaugural race in my Freeman Motorsports Ramp Racing League. Today we have a full field of 28 cars. And here, this checkered pattern at the end of the track marks the finish line. For any confusion, it's not the end of the checkered pattern, but where the checkered pattern begins. And here's the 6-lane track we'll be using. And we have a full field today, and all the heats were done by random draw, so don't complain or anything about that, about which heat you're in or which lane you're in. And they're just done left to right. And we do have one late addition today, the 20 car of Matt Kenseth. And then in the first heat, we have Paul Menard, Jamie McMurray, Joey Logano, and Dale Jr. rocking that Mountain Dew scheme. And into race 1. And who's going to get the early advantage? You have Menard in the far left lane and Jr. in the far right lane. Top 2 advance. Third place still has a chance in the last chance qualifier, but fourth is out of it for good. And what's going to be the results in Heat 1? It looks like Logano has the easy win, and then it's tight for second, Junior, Menard, McMurray. In Heat 2, Kenseth in the 20, Craven in the 25, Kane in the 5, and Dillon in the 3. Who's going to get the top 2 spots? And they're off again. Still really close off the line, but it seems like Kenseth is edging ahead a little bit, and so is Kane. Dillon falling behind in the far right lane. It's going to be Kenseth, Kane, Craven, Dillon. In heat number 3, you have the 8 of Reddick, 19 of Truex, 24 of Jeff Gordon, and 43 of Bubba Wallace. Who's going to get it in heat number 3? They're off in heat number 3, and it looks like a great launch by Truex, and Bubba has them ahead early. Who's going to be out of it for sure? It's still a tight battle for third. Now Reddick surges ahead of Gordon, and it'll be Truex and Wallace advancing with Reddick in third. You got Carl Edwards in heat number 4, Michael McDowell, Ryan Newman, and Jamie McMurray. Who's going to get in heat number 4? And they're off. It's still close one, still pretty close. Looks like Edwards is falling behind. McDowell surging ahead, the Daytona 500 champion. Oh, and it looks like Newman's going to get second, and then McMurray third, Edwards fourth. In heat number 5, we have Sterling Marlin, AJ Allmendinger, Ryan Blaney, and Clint Boyer. And sorry for the bad camera angle on this one. Still working on this stuff, but Clint Boyer surging ahead, and so is AJ Allmendinger, and Sterling Marlin far behind in 4th place in that 4 car, and a massive wreck by Ryan Blaney after the race is over. The 2 of Brad Keselowski, the 17 of Chris Buescher, 42 of Kyle Larson, and 48 of Jimmy Johnson round out in heat number 6. And they're off in heat number 6, pretty close all the way across the line. In the far left lane, they seem to be falling behind. In the middle 2 lanes, surge ahead. It's close for the lead. Larson edges ahead over Buescher, and then it'll be Johnson and Keselowski. Keselowski in 4th, and a big flip behind them. Chase Elliott, the reigning champion, Ryan Newman, Corey LaJoie, and Ty Dillon make up this heat, the final heat, heat 7. Should be an easy win for the reigning champ. And they're off. And it looks like Ty Dillon in the far right lane has a great start. So does the 31. But the 83 is still there close. And Elliott just far behind. The reigning champ loses by quite a margin. And here we are, the 14 cars that are locked in to the semifinal race. The top 2 from each heat made it. But here, all the third-place finishers will be separated into 2 heats, and the winner of each heat will make it into the last 2 transfer spots into the semifinal. So see, there's 2 more spots that they can lock their way into, and then it'll be 4 races in the semifinal and 1 winner. The winner of each race immediately locks themselves into the finale. Then McMurray, Craven, Blaney, and Johnson in the first last chance heat, and they're off. It's pretty even. It looks like Johnson may be surging ahead, but also Blaney. Oh, and now they're coming back on the outside. Johnson falling behind. It's Blaney over the field. In the first last chance qualifier, Ryan Blaney will lock himself into the semifinal. Now, this is a 3-car heat. These heats were randomly drawn, but Corey LaJoie, Paul Menard, and Tyler Reddick. Corey LaJoie surges ahead. It's close, but Corey LaJoie right now has the lead. He has the transfer spot. Reddick surging back on the outside, but it's not going to be enough. Corey LaJoie wins the second last chance qualifier. And as you can see now, Ryan Blaney and Corey LaJoie take up the 15th and 16th spot of the Sweet 16. And there will be 4 4-car heats, and the winner of each makes it to the finale. These semifinal heats will be randomly drawn as well, just like all the others. In the first one, Chris Buescher, Kyle Larson, Ryan Newman, and Ty Dillon make up your 4 semifinalists. And they're off, and it's close. Looks like Ty Dillon surging ahead right now by quite the margin. Only the winner advanced this time, so Ty Dillon in the lead has a huge lead over the field. Ty Dillon with a dominant win over the field in the first semifinal heat. Now we have Ryan Blaney in the 12 car and Corey LaJoie, 2 guys who raced their way into this semifinal. And then the 47 of AJ Allmendinger and 19 of Truex. And they're off in the second semifinal heat. Still close, but it looks like Corey LaJoie is surging ahead right now over Truex, then Blaney, then Allmendinger. Corey LaJoie with a car length lead. Corey LaJoie is going to win your second semifinal heat after qualifying in the last chance qualifier. What a turnaround for that 83 car. After being out of it, it looked like, to now being into the finale. Now we have the 20 of Matt Kenseth, the 6 of Ryan Newman, the 34 of Michael McDowell, and the 5 of Casey Kane in the third semifinal heat. Who's going to win it? The 20 car, a late add to this whole series, is now looking at a chance to get into the finale. And they're off in heat number 3. It looks like Ryan Newman may have the early lead, but still all really close. I can hardly tell. Now Matt Kenseth surging ahead on the outside, so Michael McDowell's still there too. And Matt Kenseth is going to lock his way in. Now Clint Boyer, Bubba Wallace, Dale Jr., and Joey Logano make up the starting order in this final semifinal heat. And they're off. Who's ahead? Wow, Joey Logano with a great start, already surging ahead. Dale Jr. falling behind. Clint Boyer and Joey Logano, that's who it's going to come down to. But Joey Logano gets the win. He locks himself into the finale. And Clint Boyer catches some big air after that race is over. And here are your 4 confirmed finalists: Logano, Kenseth, LaJoie, and Dillon. But now there will be 2 6-car heats, and the winner of each will make their way to the finale. So you have the 6 cars on the bottom and the 6 cars on the top. You have AJ Allmendinger, Ryan Blaney, Truex, Chris Buescher, Ryan Newman, and Kyle Larson. The winner will get into the finale. 6 cars, all 6 lanes are taken, and they come roaring down. Only the winner advances. It looks like Kyle Larson surges ahead at first in the outside lane, but now here comes AJ Allmendinger. It's going to be close. Who's it going to be? It's going to be AJ Allmendinger in the far left-hand lane, locking himself in. Now in the second last chance heat, we have Bubba Wallace, Dale Jr., Clint Boyer, Ryan Newman, Michael McDowell, and Casey Kane. Who's going to win and get their way in there? And they're off. It's hard to tell who's ahead right now. It looks like Michael McDowell and Ryan Newman maybe edging ahead off the bat. Michael McDowell pulls ahead. He's got a bumper lead. And now it's going to be Michael McDowell winning the second last chance heat and making his way into the finale. Here are your 6 cars in the finale: AJ Allmendinger, Joey Logano, Matt Kenseth, Corey LaJoie, Ty Dillon, and Michael McDowell. There will be 3 races. In the first race, the bottom 2 eliminated. The second race, the bottom 2 eliminated. And then when it comes down to the 2 finalists, whoever wins it all. And they're off in the first finale race. Remember, you're just trying to not get in the bottom 2 positions. As long as you don't get in the bottom 2 positions, you're okay. Looks like the 83 of Corey LaJoie falling behind. Anybody else falling behind off the bat? It's close. Who's going to advance, Michael McDowell or AJ Allmendinger? It's too close to call. And now as we look at the slow-mo, it looks like the 34 just edged out the 47. You can look at it how you want it, but that's how it's been called, the 34 over the 47. So that eliminates the 47 and the 83 as we head into the second finale. It's Logano and McDowell on the outside, who seem to be surging ahead across the line, but it's still too close to call. Now it looks like Dillon and Kenseth are surging back in the outside lanes, but no, it's going to be Logano and McDowell across the line who advance to the finale. And now, as we set ourselves up for this final race, Ryan Blaney gets taken out by the 20 car. But here it is, Logano versus McDowell, the 22 versus the 34. Who's going to win? Who's going to get the shout-out? Who's going to get the 5 extra entries in the Diecast giveaway? We'll see right now. The 22 versus the 34. Oh, it's too close to call. The 22 may have a slight edge, but here comes the 34 surging back on the outside. Oh, I can't tell you who's leading, but it looks like the 34 by a hair across the line. The 34 wins it. The inaugural ramp racing race. And here it is, the 34 of Michael McDowell, your race winner. And now the shout-out will be coming up here in a second. But guys, this was a crazy race, crazy first race. Had some really close finishes, some big flips after the line. But I hope you guys stick around for more ramp races. We will be changing up the course over time and doing different things to make it more interesting and elaborate. But the shout-out coming up here in a second. Stay tuned to see who your winner was today. And the shout-out goes to ChairDab88. And guys, hit that subscribe button for ChairDab88. Congratulate him on his win. Check out some of his videos. Turn on notifications. And look at, he makes some cool stop motion and diecast videos. Look at this one. Some Tokyo drifting we got going on here. This is actually pretty hard to make. I've done some stop motion stuff before, and this is actually really smooth, and I like the little drift smoke there, but congrats.